In a 5-4 decision, the U.S. Supreme Court has prohibited public sector unions from collecting fees from non-members whom the union represents and ensures are fairly treated in the workplace. It is another blow to democracy that hurts us all. The ruling overturned 4 decades of legal precedent that allowed public sector unions to charge agency or fair share fees for workers who opt out of joining the union to pay for collective bargaining and representation. None of those funds could be used for political activity, or any other activity not relating to collective bargaining. Ken Jacobs, UC Berkeley Center for Labor Research and Education. The case was funded by billionaires like the Koch brothers and right-wing foundations as part of a long-term effort to weaken unions and slash public services. They can expect to meet strong resistance in California. Unions play a vital role in our democracy. Workers on their own have very little power to bargain with employers. This has been made worse in an economy where employers have become more concentrated and work is often outsourced in ways that diminish workers' power. Unions allow workers to come together and use their collective power to bargain as a group. Get editorials, opinion columns, letters to the editor and more in your inbox weekday mornings. Sign up for the Opinion newsletter. Our new report series, The Union Effect in California, found that they raise workers' wages by an average of $5,800 a year and increase their access to health benefits and retirement benefits on the job. Ad choice advertising and read invented by Teeds. We also found that unions reduce wage gaps by race and gender. This is important because public sector workers affected by the Janus decision are disproportionately female and workers of color. Unions provide many with a path to the middle class at a time when economic mobility in the United States is shrinking. An important new study analyzing data back to the 1930s found that unions have a significant equalizing effect on income distribution in the United States. As the share of union households has fallen, income has become increasingly concentrated at the top. Part of this effect comes from unions' direct impact on wages and benefits through collective bargaining. Collective bargaining not only raises union members' wages, but in areas where unions are strong, they help set a standard for non-union workplaces as well. Unions' greatest impact may come from providing workers a common voice in public policy. A 2014 study of 40 interest groups by political scientists from Princeton University found that while most interest groups promoted narrow agendas benefiting only their members, and the most powerful business groups pushed for policies actually opposed by the average American, unions accounted for the majority of the organizations representing the interests of the middle class. In the last several years in California, union-backed policies increased the minimum wage, established a right to paid sick leave, created greater protections against wage theft, improved health and safety laws, and addressed sexual harassment on the job. Unions provide a critical voice in supporting our public schools, libraries, and health services. Unions will never be able to match corporations in lobbying or political contributions. Their power comes from their membership. In response to the threats from the Trump administration and the U.S. Supreme Court, more public sector workers are joining their unions. Recent polls show growing public support for unions, especially among the young. The teacher walkouts around the country earlier this summer demonstrated the power that comes when public sector workers stand up for vital public services. While the loss of funding will clearly hurt, by focusing on organizing and engaging their members, unions may yet come out stronger. It is in all of our interest that they succeed. Ken Jacobs is the chairman of the UC Berkeley Center for Labor Research and Education. AD Quality Auto 360p 720p 1080p. You might also like 1 o'clock how Toshiba solutions can improve quality of life. Toshiba APAC dining alone or with loved ones. Enjoy discount at HSBC Air Conditioning, now finally affordable thanks to newthingstoday.com. Sometimes solo travel is the way to go. Far and wide expats in SG. Why choose a school that has the ability? www.iss.edu.sg. Hear what people are saying about the new Samsung. StarHub love struck Donald Trump Jr. Saves Kimberly Guilfoyle. MercuryNews.com. FBI man kills wife on Alaska cruise ship because she. MercuryNews.com. Heather Locklear's crisis grows, hospitalized after. MercuryNews.com. Recommended by